Hey, how you doing? Chip Mitchell back at you with another edition of Enjoy the Ride. I hope all is well with you and your family. Hey, I wanted to talk about the Klim Airbag Vest. I got this a year ago, December, and Christmas gift for myself. And I thought, what I talk about, is it worth it? I've done a review on it and so forth, but the question is this worth it? You know, you spend 300 bucks on a airbag vest and you wear this thing, and the question is it worth it? You know, that's a tough one to answer, because it's kind of like saying, hey, is it worth having an airbag in your car or seatbelts? Well, nobody really thinks about it until you're in an accident, right? You get in an accident situation, then it becomes, whoa, you're like, wow, thank you, right? Because it actually may have saved your life. And I think that's the same thing with the Klim. You know, it's not like I sit there and think, oh man, was this thing worth it, You know, well, I haven't had the unfortunate scenario of getting in an accident. Don't want to get in one. Don't ever want this thing to have to deploy. Not once. Don't. So it's a tough question to answer, but I can tell you why I think it was worth the purchase for me. Well, number one, safety, right? You know, when you're out here enjoying the ride, one of the things that you're always going to give yourself to is being safe, right? You want to be able to enjoy the ride the next day, and safety is a big deal with that. And there are many factors into safety, but this is one for me that is super important. Like I say all the time, every car in America that is made has to have two things: an airbag and seatbelts. And you know, that's just the way it is. Motorcycles, Rikers, they don't come with seatbelts, at least that I know of, and they definitely don't come with airbags. I think there was a Honda Goldwing one year that came out with an airbag system, so I don't know if that's still happening. But you know, I don't have a seatbelt, but I got this airbag, and I use it because of safety. You know, in the unfortunate scenario where something happens, I want this thing to deploy. And what will it do? Well, you've got the rear airbag that will deploy. There's bags in the back that protects your back, your spine. You've got neck protection, because there's a airbag system that comes up around your neck. A lot of injuries occur in the neck. And then you have the frontal bags that come out to protect the front core. There have been on YouTube, you can look them up. There's one gentleman was going through an intersection. I think he was riding a Honda, or not a Honda, but a Harley Glide or something like that. And you know, that unfortunate situation, it always is a pending danger at intersections. People turn in and not seeing oncoming traffic. They don't see you, and they just come in, they hit the guy. They interviewed the ambulance driver or medics that came. They said when they got to the scene, they figured this guy is dead. But when they got there, his airbag had deployed, and he was able to walk away from the accident. And you know, there are a number of people that give testimonies about, I watched this one guy, he had a sport bike, crashed at 60 miles an hour, airbag saved his life. You know, for me, is it worth it? The number one reason that I think it's worth it is safety. Other reason, you know, the comfortability of this thing. You know, look at the mesh inside of here. This mesh is designed in such a way that it really doesn't, it throws the sweat and the heat off of you. I don't know how it does that, but the mesh, the fabric here is very light. So here in the summer in Philadelphia, we had some days it was 98. I think there was a few days we were in the triple digits, and you can wear this. It is a vest, but it's vented really well. And yeah, is it hot? Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's 100 degrees outside. It's hot no matter what you do. You can go out there with a t-shirt and you're going to be boiling. But this does, you know, pull the heat and the sweat away from you somehow, and it's doable. It's not overwhelming and make it, oh, it's unbearable, I can't wear that. No, you can do it. You know, and I don't know how that works, but I tell you what, it's just very comfortable and easy to wear even on hot days. And what I'll do is I always put a shirt or something over, a jacket, a vest. I have a vest I can wear over this as well. I have a mesh jacket I can wear over this on the hot days. My mesh jacket for a motorcycle ride, I put that over here. And you know what? You're fine. And it's not overbearing. It kind of feels like when you put it on, like the Under Armour gear that you can wear. And obviously, many of us that work out, you wear that aren't Under Armour gear and you're in the gym and you're sweating and you can handle it. It feels like that. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a blanket or something that's just like, oh, I'm so hot in this thing. It just doesn't feel like that at all. The fabric is a fabric that doesn't really make you feel overwhelmed with heat. Now, the other reason that I like it is on the cold days. Now, I don't know how this works, but on the chilly days or chilly nights when you go out riding, you put this thing on and you put your riding jacket over it, or a long sleeve shirt, or whatever you're wearing over, or a vest. It keeps your core really warm. The core is warm, and when your core is warm, your extremities tend to get more blood flow, and that helps with that. So I mean, you put this on at night, and boy, you feel nice and warm, and you don't feel any of that breeze. You know, you're out there riding 60, 70 miles an hour. It doesn't cut through and chill your bones. This is a really nice insulation on your chest. I don't understand how it does it. I really couldn't tell you, but it really does a fantastic job when it's chilly, and it does a great job when it's hot. Now, when it's hot, it's not like this is some kind of AC unit that's going to keep you cool. That's not what it is going to do. But it's not overbearing. It's not something that you just sit there and go, man, I can't do it. The other thing I really like about it is it's really versatile with my other riding gear. Sometimes if I'm wearing a t-shirt like this, a loose-fitting t-shirt, you can put that right over it and go ahead and ride. A lot of times when I do that, what I'll do is I'll wear an Under Armour t-shirt underneath this, and then I'll put my t-shirt, a loose-fitting t-shirt over this, so that if I get to, you know, my local coffee shop or cafe or restaurant, I'll take this shirt off, unzip this, and then put the shirt back over my Under Armour. That way, if I'm out in the parking lot, I'm not out there without, you know, a shirt on or covering myself. But it's really easy. The flexibility, that's another one of the reasons why I think it's worth it. It's so easy to put on and off. I mean, it's really simple and it's quick. And, you know, I just take it off and put my shirt back on over, and voila, I'm there. I'm ready. Honestly, it's easier than even some of the riding jackets. Obviously, those are a little big and clunky. Feels like armor sometimes for some of them. Not the mesh ones, of course. But this, man, you put this thing on, boom, bam, and you can take it off real quick, zipper up in the front, and it's done. And you lay it out, sit on your bike, go on in your coffee shop or restaurant, do what you got to do, and you don't have any problems. If you do feel uncomfortable, if you want to secure it, I run my chain through here and onto the suspension, and there you go. It's there. No one's. And if they cut this to get it off, you know, good form. But it's so versatile when I'm riding and out there. It's quick and easy to get on and off. Quick and easy to get on and off in heat and in cold. Easier than the riding jackets, to be perfectly honest. Much easier. And I tell you, you put it on, you don't even really realize it. It does make you feel a little buff. You want to, you know, you don't want to work out in the gym, you just want to feel buff. I do it. Other thing I really love about it, battery life. Here's the battery. This right here is more of a shell casing, a little bit of back protection you have here in addition to the airbags, but the battery's here. The longevity of this battery is amazing. I'm telling you, man. I rode up to Massachusetts, a 5-6 hour ride. I mean, I don't even think I got to 50%. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I mean, the thing was like all world. You know, some have said, well, I don't want to have to charge it and, you know, worry about did I charge it. I'm telling you, it charges and it lasts a very long time. You know, I don't charge this thing. I don't even think I charge it weekly. I just don't, because it just lasts. Now, I'm not riding 4 and 5 hours a day, but the times I ride, just about every day, every other day, definitely. You don't charge. I don't even charge it in a week because it lasts. I mean, I don't think I've gotten down to 10% yet because the battery is absolutely outstanding. So you don't have to worry about, well, why I got to charge it like my phone. Oh, I didn't charge my phone. You don't run into that with this at all. The other thing is that it connects to an app in your phone. And the app, you just pull up on your phone and it tells you where the battery life is, how the system is running, are there any issues in there, software updates. It takes care of all of that for you. The other thing is it runs an algorithm that I really love about this, that every second it runs through 1,000 different calculations to find out whether or not you are in danger or, a crash or whatever. It knows, and I mean, that's really cool. I think that's worth it. The other thing that you get with this is you get a monthly subscription. I think it's $12 a month. And some people say, I don't want to pay $12 a month. Well, what that gets you is, one, software updates. In addition to that, algorithm calculations, because the million of folks that are using these, if someone is in an accident, this thing is updated to what happened in that accident so it can anticipate accidents much better and deploy faster for you. I like that it's taking into account everyone's riding styles that's out there, things that happen, so that it's never caught off guard. That is priceless for me. And you pay that $12 for them to monitor. The other thing is they send those updates. They constantly are updating this thing. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to say, with your phone, it's like, oh, an update, then the phone shuts down and all that. You never even know. It's seamless. And it does it for you. It monitors where you ride, where you're going, how you got there. The other thing is some people say, oh, when you take it off, do you have to be careful and ginger so it doesn't deploy? No, it knows. It knows when you're riding. It knows when you're not riding. It knows when you're just getting off the bike. It knows motion. It follows you everywhere. And there haven't been any fake deployments or anything like that. So, I'm very, very pleased with that. The ease of the battery charging, you just simply pull it out. Click it out. There you go. And this is the only thing you take in the house. Well, for me, this is the only thing I take in the house to go and charge it. It uses your regular, charger like one of your old phones, and you plug it in, and then it tells you when it's done charging. But it locks right back in, and it's great. You turn it on and off. There's a switch in there to turn it on and off, and you're ready to go. I just tell you, this thing is it's worth it. My overall assessment with it is, if you're looking for that extra protection, if safety is a great concern of yours, going with the Klim is the way to go for an airbag. It has two modes. It has the regular street riding mode, but then it also has a track mode. So if you are into the track, maybe you're driving a sport bike or something like that, or maybe you're taking the Can-Am to the track, I don't know. It has a track mode that you can set it for. That costs a little bit extra. I don't go to the track, but you can put it in there because the algorithms that for track versus riding on the road are very different. But boy, what a great add-on to have. I mean, you can do so much. Riding any of your bikes, if you ride a 3-wheel or 2-wheel, or if you're out on the track, it can accommodate that. The other thing you got to know is that I think in those sport riding races now, I believe that airbags are mandatory, or they're about there where you have to wear them. I think, I'm not certain on that. But it's well worth it. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Yeah, it's worth it. The other peace of mind I have is I have a family, and I still want to be around for a little bit. And if for some reason I do have an accident, I'm hoping that this will protect me enough that I don't become burdensome to my family because of some physical injuries that I sustained that put me in a situation where I'm totally dependent on their care. That's just the way I think. Now, some people, you know what? You're too encumbered by this. You don't like that. I get it. But for those of us that are out there that seem like we want a little more cautious, is the Klim worth it? Absolutely. Hey, I'm Chip Mitchell. Thanks for being with me. Hey, if you have not liked and subscribed, do so. Support the channel. Support the channel. Hey, I'm trying to push out as many videos as I can, and I need your support. Let me know you're with me. Like and subscribe. All right? Until the next time I see you, guess what? Enjoy the ride.